Well, welcome back, everyone. I know you're still chewing that. I was trying to catch you before you started talking, so welcome back. As you can tell, that was a very good dish in its segment. We both are still relishing in the taste of everything. But
if anything tells you how good it was, I finished my whole wrap just now.
And I still have half of it for after the show, so yes. But speaking of delicious, we asked everyone on Facebook, savory or sweet breakfast items.
Yep. We posted, I think, last week. I was just sitting there. Sometimes you think on a weekend, I'm just sitting there thinking, you know, what am I in the mood for to eat? Like, I love a brunch. And when you go to a brunch, sometimes they have, like, the sweet and the savory, and sometimes you're in different moods for different things.
Oh, totally agree.
So we posted this lovely picture, because both of them look really good to me.
Yeah.
I would eat both.
I'm that one.
Okay. Oh, I was going to ask you at the end.
Oh.
Now I will ask you now. Which one did you pick, Maddie?
I like savory.
Okay.
I was sweet as a kid.
Oh, well, you said you have the palate for the kids.
I do, yes. I have the palate of a child.
I love that. But let's get some of your comments and maybe why you pick what you did. Let's see. Let's start with Steve Thompson. I think we're starting at the top. Sweet. I like the sugar boost in the morning to help get my day started. Okay, that sugar rush.
Yes.
Naomi Atkins Townsend said, be savory because it satisfies my hunger longer than a sweet breakfast.
Agreed, Naomi. Agreed.
I could see that side of it.
Well, you got to think the savory has a little bit more protein base. You're thinking eggs, the avocado, which is very healthy. Yeah.
I would eat that whole thing right now, too. I just ate a whole wrap, and I still would eat that.
I would, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for
I would still eat that. Cheryl in the Ozarks said, I like both. It just depends on what I want for the day.
Every day differs. I will tell you that.
You know, there's a great place in town that serves crepes. And sometimes I want a savory crepe, and sometimes I want the sweet crepe. So it just depends.
All right.
Georgia Kester. Oh, hi, Georgia. Remember Georgia from Ruby Supplements?
Yes.
She says, start with B and have A for dessert, second breakfast.
Genius. Genius, Georgia.
I love first breakfast, second breakfast, first lunch, second lunch.
Yes.
Happy hour, first dinner, second dinner, late night snack.
Okay.
How's that?
I have not been on that playing field ever, so about to get in the game.
If I open a restaurant, that would be my menu.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Sherry Coffee said, B, I love those kinds of omelets for breakfast. Yes.
It looks like there's cheese, tomatoes, red onion.
Cilantro, or is that parsley?
Is cilantro? Or?
I would take cilantro.
Yeah.
Any day.
And then some bread. Yummy.
Shelley Rowland Howell said, savory, biscuits and sausage gravy, cheesy eggs, bacon, sausage, a nice skillet with all the trimmings, but I wouldn't turn down some French toast to top it off. Now I'm hungry.
That is one heck of a breakfast. But biscuits and gravy are my...
Oh, I love it.
Now that for me is kind of, they're both savory, but I would say that the biscuits and gravy are for me the more like sweet option just because there's more carbohydrates in it. But that's just my thinking.
You know what I'd like to do, and producer Jake, maybe we can work this in. I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos of English people from England trying our biscuits and gravy.
Oh, okay.
They're eating them wrong. I want to do a segment with biscuits and gravy that we can put on TikTok and social, showing the foreigners, like, you know, from Europe, from England, who don't call our biscuits biscuits. They call them scones, you know.
Oh, they're scones.
But anyway, they're eating them like you're not even eating it right.
Did they not put the gravy on top? Are they dipping the...
Here's how, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Maddie. Here's how I eat it in the South growing up.
Okay.
My mama makes the biscuit. You half the biscuit in half.
Yes.
Butter on both sides.
Yes.
And then you pour the gravy on top.
Yes, so what are they doing?
They have the whole biscuit and they just put a bump of gravy right on top of the biscuit.
You're missing out on all the gravy goodness. You got to separate it.
It is not the way you eat it.
You get more gravy that way.
And it makes it more, like you don't, anyway, I don't like the way they're eating it. It drives me nuts. It makes me upset because I'm like, if you're going to try American food, eat it right.
Eat it right. Just like we should with foreign food.
Yes, if we were eating Yorkshire pudding, we would want to eat it correctly.
I know they have beans in their breakfast as well. Beans and toast.
Their English breakfast is my favorite on earth.
So is that
eggs? Usually I like sunny side up.
Okay.
Eggs. We'd call it ham. They call it bacon or something.
Yeah.
Ham. Baked beans.
Yes.
Sauteed tomatoes.
Yeah.
Sauteed mushrooms. And what am I missing? There's something else.
Black pudding.
Toast. Well, the one I've had did not have black pudding, but
I don't even know what that is.
I don't think it, but it had toast.
Okay.
But it is, and sausage. That's what I'm thinking. It had not only the ham, you know, what they call bacon.
Yeah, but then
Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Oh my Lord.
And you would think it doesn't work, but I put a piece of toast, a little piece of egg, little piece of some baked beans. But I'm like, and it's so good.
I feel like that would take me all day to eat. Then that's just their breakfast.
So good.
And then you sleep. Yeah, I would be like, I could not eat this before work because I'll be sleeping at the desk. I'll be sleeping on the couch.
By the way,
What?
something else I learned on TikTok. Guess what they put on a baked potato?
Not sour cream or butter. Ketchup?
Are you ready for this?
Beans.
Beans.
Really?
Baked beans on their baked potato.
Baked beans are having a moment.
And they also
They've been
put-
having a moment, I guess.
And they do, one of their full meals is a piece of toast with baked beans on the toast.
So when I started abroad in Australia, they had that as their breakfast too. And I was always like, why beans? That's,
They love beans.
they love beans. And you know the children's rhyme.
Yep. Oh, I'm not gonna.
We don't need to sing it.
I
but
wasn't gonna sing it, but I was thinking
not
it.
gonna sing it.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Our top fan, Carol Hoff, says B, but my favorite is Eggs Benedict.
Yes.
That's my favorite too.
Yes, and like you said, if you don't want the Eggs Benedict, say one day you could get the omelet, ask for hollandaise on the side, smear, smear, smear all over. Great.
It takes your
substitution.
omelet to a whole new level.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Let's see. Oh, Kelly Church, our friend Kelly Church, and sometimes my guest co-host. She's lovely. Sweet served with coffee in my creamer. So she likes the creamer. She likes sweet stuff.
Okay.
Sydney Garner said, I prefer meat, eggs, toast, and hash browns with a small stack. Oh, so she's mixing.
So she's mixing. Small stack of pancakes.
I love it.
And then the steak. I mean, they say that salty and sweet.
I love it.
Just combine them, savory and sweet.
I love mixing the sweet and salty.
You can make it anything you want.
Laura Montague says biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs, and French toast. She just wants it all.
Want it all.
Laura Montague?
See, like I said, when I was younger, I went through this sweet phase. My dad made me French toast almost every single morning before middle school.
Okay, quick question. What did you put on your French toast?
Butter and syrup.
Okay, my mom would make it with butter and jelly.
And jelly?
I loved it with grape jelly.
Wow.
It's so good. I know. That's weird.
Maybe
I know.
Maybe we do like a throwback to our childhood
things.
breakfasts or something.
But
you
for
make
some
with-
reason, the jelly would get hot with the hot toast and the hot butter,
And
it
kind
would
of
melt.
melts.
And it almost made like a grape syrup, if you will.
Okay.
It was really
So it was
good.
Concord grape jelly.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's the way you have to go.
It was so good.
So
okay,
good.
that's my. Penny Strand said both, depending on my mood. Annette Smith says I like A, sweet with a little savory, like bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a lot. We got a lot of great answers, guys. There's no wrong answer.
There is never any wrong answer. When
But
it
I will.
comes to
I will
food
say
you
though,
like.
hands down, Eggs Benedict. If I go to a new place and they have it on the menu, I try it because I like to try Eggs Benedict everywhere I go.
Yeah. So my thing is, I crave Eggs Benedict on the weekends, and then when I get to the restaurant, I see it on the menu, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. But then I'm like, but this omelet also, and I always go with the omelet, and
Do
I
you really?
always kick myself because
Why?
I just talk myself out of it. You can ask my
should not
fiance.
do that.
He gets so frustrated with me. He's like, you wanted this. This is why we came here. Why are you not getting it? I'm like, but I don't know.
Maddie, when we take you
I
to
don't know.
brunch here in a few weeks, I'm
Yes.
making you get it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you get Eggs Benedict because I'm getting the same thing.
Okay, perfect.
Same. All right, guys. What a wonderful, thankful Thursday we've had.
I know, very busy.
Very
Loved
busy, active.
it all.
Don't forget dance party tomorrow to celebrate your first week. So, hey
Yes.
guys, thanks for tuning in.
To Ozarks Fox AM. Have a great day.
We'll see you tomorrow on Friday.
Friday.